Good morning and Jai Hind students. I am Kanchan, your English teacher. This time I have taken the poem A Legend of the Northland by Faith Carey. So here in this story, uh, the poetess has described her story in ballad form. So what is ballad? That is having 4 lines in a stanza. Long legend means a story is there. So this poem narrates the legend of an old lady who angered a Saint Peter because of her greed. So here a ballad is a song narrating a story in short stanzas. Ballads are a part of folk culture or popular culture and are passed on orally from one generation to the next. A Legend of the Northland is a ballad. So here Northland areas near the North Pole like Greenland, Russia, Canada, Norway. So the areas that are near the North Pole, extremely cold countries. So away in the Northland where the hours of the day are few and the nights are so long in winter that they cannot sleep them through. It means कि in that area hours are means day, hours of the day means because sunlight is for a very little time, so daytime is a very for a very short period, and they have a long period as the nights are there so long in winter time, and they have to sleep for a long time and they can't sleep them through because whenever they awake, like if they sleep and then after few hours when they awake, they find that it is still night time. So how much they can sleep? So this is that in winter time, because sun rays are not there for a long time, so it is almost means for a long time it is night time and day hours are very short. So next stanza, where they harness the swift reindeer to the sledges when it snows, and the children look like bears cubs in their funny furry clothes. So what they do means people of Northland, what do? They set a strap to fit, and they just make swift means speedy reindeer in carriage like, and they use it for transport and for playing also. And sledges, they use them in sledges when it snows, because it is snowing country, it is country there is icing always, and extremely cold country is it is. And children, because they wear fur coats due to extreme cold, so they look like bears cubs in, and they look so funny, they look, and they look so funny in their furry coat. So it is here about the children's dresses. They wear heavy woolen and fur clothes that cover them up fully and make them look like bear cubs. So here next in stanza, they tell them a curious story. I don't believe it is true. So people of that area, they tell a story, and the poetess is saying, I don't believe that. If I tell that tale to you, once when the good Saint Peter lived in the world below and walked about it preaching just as he did, you know. So Saint Peter was a saint and he was preaching, he was moving here and there, and he was a good saint. So in the same way he was preaching, he was working here and there. Then he came to the door of a cottage in traveling round the earth, where a little woman was making cakes and baking them on the hearth. So hearth means fireplace. So, and being faint with fasting, for the day was almost done, he asked her from her store of cakes to give him a single one. Cottage means small house, baking means cooking, Hearth means fireplace. Being faint means feeling like fainting. Store means what she is already having. Single one is emphasized for showing that it is a small amount. So the one lady was there baking cakes on the fireplace, and the saint was hungry, and he was looking like he will be fainted due to hungerness. So to sustain himself, he asked the woman to give him only one of the many cakes. So he asked to give him only one cake of the cakes. So she made a very little cake. But as it baking lay, she looked at it and thought it seemed too large to give away. Therefore, she needed another and still a smaller one. But it looked when she turned it over as large as the first had done. Baking lay means when it was being baked, and give away means donate. Free. Needed means molded the dough of and then turned it over. So the woman baked a very small cake for the saint, but before she could give it to Saint Peter, she started thinking that it was too big to just be given away like that. So the woman went on to make on even smaller cake. Means she didn't want to give that cake because she was thinking that it was a thick cake. So she was making another small cake, but this also looked as big as the first one to her. Means she was so greedy, she did not want to give that cake to the greedy to the hungry person, to the hungry saint who was hungry. So next is here. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer. But she couldn't part with that, for she said, "My cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away." So she put them on the shelf. Here, tiny scrap means very small piece. Dough means cake mixture. Rolled means rolled is repeated to show that it was rolled, means she was rolling it to make it thin, very thin. Wafer means thin slice. Part with means give away. Eat of them means eat them. Shelf means place of storage. In her third attempt to make a cake so small that she would not mind giving it away, she took on extremely small lump of dough, and when she rolled out the dough, her cake was as flat as thin as a wafer. However, she could not even bear to give. She could not bear to give that wafer to that hungry Peter, because she was a very greedy lady, and she didn't want to part of that cake. As a result, she ended up keeping all the cakes on the shelf and not giving. So she decided not to give any piece of cake to that hungry saint. Then good Saint Peter grew angry because he was hungry, much hungry, and for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. And he said, "You are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm." So here, for means because, surely means definitely, provoke means irritate, selfish means greedy or not considerate, dwell means live. So selfish means being selfish, thinking about himself or herself. So here this angered Saint Peter because he was hungry and weak and needed some food. If it is not easy to anger a saint, but the selfish woman had been able to. Selfish woman had done this. She didn't give cake to that hungry Saint Peter, and this made him angry, and Saint Peter put a curse on the selfish woman, telling her she did not deserve to have such a comfort of human life. Means he cursed him that she was not deserving all the comforts of human life, like a warm and then fire house to live in and good food to eat. So he cursed her. She means she was selfish. She didn't part, she didn't give cake to the hungry saint, and this made that saint angry. Next is here. Now you shall be, you shall build as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard, dry wood. Then up the went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top lived a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. In this way, hungry saint had cursed that lady. वो भूखे सेंट ने उसको श्राप दिया, कर्स किया. And then let's discuss word meaning. Build means making nest, as the birds means just like the birds. Boring means making holes in tree trunks with the beak to find food. And chimney means shaft to draw away the smoke from a fireplace. Woodpecker means a bird with a reddish crown on the head which bores trees for food. So here Saint Peter cursed the woman that she would have to build her own nest like birds do, and must dig holes into hard, dry wood to get food to feed herself. The woman went up the chimney of her house, being speechless and food, and had turned into a woodpecker. The lady turned into a woodpecker, and this woodpecker could be seen flying out of the top of the chimney. So in this way, the saint had cursed her to become a woodpecker and to make holes in the tree trunks with the beak to find out food like insects. So in that way, hungry saint had cursed that lady. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burnt black as a coal in the flame, and every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for food. So scarlet means bright red color, black as a coal means jet black, flame, fire in the hearth. Country schoolboys who live in a rural areas. Wood means forest. This very day means today. Boring for food means making holes in tree trunks with her beak for finding food. So in the last stanza here, as the woman had been wearing a red cap in human form, as a woodpecker also had the same shade of red color. So as she was wearing a cap, she was same when she became a woodpecker. However, all the clothes she had been wearing seemed to have been burnt and had become black due to burnt, and that is what the color of the woodpecker's body was. The poet says that every schoolboy living in the villages had seen this woodpecker, and that she still digs into the bark of trees looking for worms and insects. So the hungry saint had cursed that lady because that lady didn't give the saint a piece of cake, who was much hungry. That means the saint was hungry at that time, and he wanted only a piece of cake, a cake only, whatever she was making. But that greedy lady didn't pay attention, and she was so selfish, so greedy, that she had saved all the cakes. She didn't part it. So this teaches us that we have to be selfless, we have to be kind to others also, and we have to fill the stomach who are hungry. We have to provide food, shelter, water also, because these acts are kindness act. So let's see the poetic devices here. So here simile is there. Simile is then the children look like bear's cubs. So here we are well aware when we use like and as. Children look like bear's cubs. So this is example of simile. So here in this line it is simile. And then Consonant sounds are there, swift, sledges, and snows. Alliteration, you can say sa sound has been repeated, and illusion is here. Illusion is here when something that is not really real, that is illusion. So stanza 4 में repetition is there, boring, boring, boring. When one word is being repeated, then it is repetition. Like away, away, it is repetition.